would request Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, Chairman Executive Committee, NAC, to please come back on stage and take your seats. Shri Sudeep Srivastava, Joint Secretary, E&IT Government of India, our guest of honor, requested to please come on stage. I would also request Shri Srikanth Chandrasekharan, Country Head, Global IEEE India, for the special address. I would request the Director General to kindly come over, Shri Magesh. I would also request the Executive Director, Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, to please come over. Dr. Prashant Mishra, Industry Workshop Chair of Supercomputing India 2025. Professor Samir Shende, the TPC Chair of SCI 2025. Shri Sita Ramakrishna Nukula, the Organizing Chair of SCI 2025. I would also like to call upon Dr. Sunil Kumar Vupula, the Chair, IEEE Computer Society, Bengaluru Chapter, and also Dr. Devabrata Das, Director, IIIT, Bangalore. At the outset, I would request Shri Magesh, the Director General, to kindly felicitate Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe and welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe. Shri Sudeep Srivastava, Joint Secretary and IT Government of India, guest of honor. Welcome to you, Shri Sudeep. Shri Srikanth Chandrasekharan, Country Head, Global IEEE India. Dr. Prashant Mishra, Industry Workshop Chair of Supercomputing India 2025. Professor Samir Shende, TPC Chair. He was also the Director of Performance Research Laboratory at University of Oregon and also the President and Director of ParaTools. Shri Sita Ramakrishna Nukula, the Organizing Chair of SCI 2025. I would also like Shri Magesh to kindly felicitate Dr. Sunil Kumar Vupula, the Chair, IEEE Computer Society, Bengaluru Chapter. And also Dr. Devabrata Das, Director, IIIT, Bengaluru. Thank you, sir. At this juncture, I would request the Industry Workshop Chair of Supercomputing India 2025, Dr. Prashant Mishra, for the welcome address. Dr. Prashant.
Good morning. I welcome you to Bangalore. I see a lot of distinguished guests here. A lot of world-renowned academicians in the field of supercomputing and high-performance computing. Lot of industry researchers, lot of students. I, on behalf of SCI 2025, in the capacity of the Industry Workshop Chair, welcome you all. Now, I wanted to start my address by saying that I typically represent the classical mid-age crisis era, okay? Because I have lived through an era through which work has changed a lot, okay? When I joined workforce, work used to be very activity-centric. And from now, work has moved from being activity-centric to a kind where we are reviewing work, and in the future, it will move into a kind where we're creators of knowledge, right? So what you see, we have moved from a stage where we are doers of work, to reviewers of work, to creators of knowledge. And with each change of the nature of work, the depth of scientific understanding and knowledge is going to just increase and become deeper and deeper. This all aligns quite well with the larger vision that the country is driving. We, as a country of 1 billion people, want to be a digital superhouse of the world. And supercomputing, or the power to actually do computing at great speed and great scale, is going to help us fulfill that ambition and vision, right? SCI 2025 is very well placed to address that. We have been doing a lot of different activities, events, programs around computing and high-performance computing. But SCI 2025 is a forum that is very uniquely placed, wherein I think if you look around you, every second person you'll be talking to is either from industry lab, or from academia, or from a startup, or from abroad, who has extensive knowledge of working in the field of supercomputing, right? So this is a very ideal forum for us to actually launch in Bangalore, and I'm very happy that CDAC Bangalore has taken the lead in organizing this. I also wear the hat of the IEEE Bangalore section, which covers the state of Karnataka, and we are a community of professionals here. This year, for SCI 2025, we are a technical co-sponsor to this conference, which means that the research papers that you have probably published, that you have submitted here, and after a review process has been accepted, will get into IEEE Explore, subject to quality conditions. But I think that's the process I think we want to take. We don't want to just make it like an industry forum, but we really want to make it a real good research hub, wherein we not only are able to present the best of scientific work in the area of supercomputing, but also are able to hear work that is going at the best end and the high end of things, right? So with this, I'll probably keep my closure, put a closure to what I had to say here, but I hope you all have a good time here. We have a wonderful gathering. A lot of things happening here. Bangalore is the Silicon Valley of India, the startup ecosystem valley of India. Every great logo or the biggest logos of the world are positioned here. A lot of engineering might, a lot of supercomputing might here. I hope you make the best use of this forum, and you are able to take back some key lessons from SCI 2025. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for setting the tone. We also have on the dais the director of IIIT Bengaluru, Dr. Debabrata Das. I would request Dr. Debabrata Das to address all of us, say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, you forgot your duty. Put your hands together, please.
So good morning to all, and respected Professor Sahasrabudhe, sir. So thank you for gracing the occasion, and our Director General of CDAC, Dr. Magesh, and also Mr. Srivastava from the Ministry of Electronics and IT, and Dr. Sudarshan, ED of CDAC Bangalore, and also my all esteemed friends and colleagues from the CDAC here, and also from all these respected people from industry, academia, government, and also the IEEE who have been here for different positions and also contributions, and the dear students. First of all, my heartiest congratulations to the CDAC and all the collaborators from the Government of India and also the campus of Manipal Institute of Technology for organizing such a grand and successful conference. Have a big hand of applause to all of them. And I am really proud and today, because if anyone practically developed a system in a large scale and put India and Bharat into the map of supercomputing in the world, that is no other than CDAC. So congratulations to them, and I'm proud of them, along with the Ministry of Electronics and IT, Department of Science and Technology, and MAHE, who have wholeheartedly supported the CDAC, and also some of the professors from the academia. But CDAC was the center of all these activities. So we are proud of you, and we are really looking forward to the major announcements which may come in near future for the supercomputing world of the India from the CDAC. Thank you again and also we feel that it will go to the next level which will help all of us to do this computation high. And I will only talk about, because I come from the academia and also the research community, so I'll talk about only 2 points quickly. One is, this conference is called HPC, High Performance Computing. If you look at any data in electronics world, we say 1 and zeros. Only in 3 states, only in 3 levels these data are. One is called conservation. To remember quickly, I say these 3 states are 3 C's, A, B, C, C alphabet. So 3 C's. The first C is conservation of information. That is your memories, like your hard disks, flash and RAM and all. And the second C is computation. And third, that is called computation, which we do, that is CPUs, GPUs and all, and the supercomputers are meant for that, for computations. And third C is communication. So if you look at any information or data is only in these 3 states. So quickly to remember these 3 C's, one is conservation, computations, and communication. So here I will only concentrate on the computation part from 2 research problems which our younger generation, because so many students and researchers and the young engineers are here. So one is, if you look at the security point of view, the conservation of the information in the memories are encrypted and kept. Generally, I'm not saying 100% it is secure. In communication also, it is encrypted highly and transmitted, of course, post-quantum and all are coming, but it is encrypted. But the challenge is still there, some extent, is called computation, because I have to decrypt and send it to the CPU for computations. So to overcome these decryptions and do the computation, there is a challenges of leak out of information in the CPUs from GPUs by different means. So to overcome that, an academia came out with a full homomorphic encryption FHE, and from an academia it came. Later on, another company, I'm not telling the academia or a company's name because to keep it neutral. So then some companies came out with some softwares and hardware was encryption in case of computations. But however, saying that, what is the challenge? The challenge is the moment you kept it encrypted and then you do the computation, and there will be always a trade-off between high performance, means high-speed computing, and also the encryptions, which will slow you down. So there is always a trade-off between encryption and also the computation, and as a result of which your performance will reduce. So to increase the performance, we have to do a lot of research to how to keep it secured or privacy-oriented and have a very fast computation. So that is one kind of thing still going on in case of computations still in the world. And the second research problem, which is well known to all of us, that every bit we compute, we consumes energy. That is called electricity and the power. So how to reduce the computation? By reducing or by increasing the computation speed and all, but reduce the power consumption. So there is always a trade-off that I should make a minimum error if I consume less energy. So there is a high probability that there will be more error if I consume less energy and all. So these are the things which we have to work and on computation and security in case of that, how to increase our capacity of computations in high performance computing. And second one, there is called sustainability with respect to the power. There are so many open problems and all. So with this, I want to stop at here, and I thank all CDAC and all the organizing committee, my friends and colleagues at here for giving me an opportunity and inviting me. Thank you again. Thank you all.
Thank you very much for that enlightening address. I would now request Shrikant Chandrasekharan, the country head of Global IEEE India, to address all of us. Mr. Shrikant.
Good morning, everybody. Namaskar, namaskara. First of all, I'm very honored and humbled to be here. I didn't expect to be on the stage. I congratulate MAHE and also CDAC for hosting a conference of such impact. I think only recently I was discussing about intersection of high-performance computing, AI, and quantum computing. And I think people are looking perhaps each of these in a siloed area, but I think bringing conference that addresses the interdependency and interdisciplinary nature of these three is highly important and a need of the hour. I think I saw some excellent talks of the plenary, which talked about quantum computing. It talked about water energy nexus. Devarta mentioned about the fact that we have to do sustainable aspects of it. These are all extremely important problems, and IEEE, the mission of IEEE is advancing technology for humanity, and that is extremely well aligned with the mission that CDAC has in bringing technology to the society. So here we are looking at two organizations which have excellent mission and something that is very important coming together and driving a conference of global nature in such an important topic. I wish the very best for this conference. IEEE and CDAC have been having a long working relationship. I think these technologies can be enabled in different facets. Professor Sahasrabudhe talked about the startup culture and the number of startups that has come in India. I think also we need to acknowledge the fact that this requires training. I think we talked about the SWAYAM portal. IEEE and CDAC have also embarked on some very critical training mission, particularly in the area of high-performance computing and AI through the IEEE Blended Learning Program. I think these are all coming together of these three important areas, and I wish the conference the very best success. This is the first of many conferences that we will collaborate, and I look forward to future conferences also. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that illuminating talk. I would now request Professor Samir Shende, the TPC Chair of Supercomputing India 2025, to deliver his address.
PowerPoint presentation. Just a second. Can you start the presentation? Start it over there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, it's not. There it is there. Okay. Hi. At the outset of organizing this conference, we had very high goals. We were very ambitious. We wanted to make the technical program world-class, and we set out to have a technical program with papers that would attract the very best talent in the world. I would like to thank the organizing committee for their guidance and support in all the stages of putting together this technical program. And how do we put together a program which is world-class? Well, we had 9 different tracks for the conference, and we put together track chairs and co-chairs for all of these 9 tracks and attracted a phenomenal 270 submissions. And we accepted 46 papers for presentation. And this is a extremely good ratio of about 17.6% acceptance ratio. All the papers will be published in IEEE Explore, the digital library. And I would like to thank the IEEE Computer Society and IEEE Bangalore section for their help with our papers. So the track co-chairs for the artificial intelligence track include Dr. Harshita Menon from Lawrence Livermore National Labs and Dr. Prashant Balakrishnan from Oak Ridge National Labs, and their program committee that you can see here from experts from all over the world. Algorithms track was led by the track co-chairs of Professor Hari Sundar from Tufts University and Dr. Manish Mudani from NVIDIA, India. The applications track was led by Professor Manish Parashar and Professor Yogesh Simhan. Professor Manish Parashar from University of Utah, and Professor Yogesh Simhan from IISc. Our architecture track was led by Professor Smriti Ranjan Sarangi from IIT Delhi and Professor Preeti Malakar from IIT Kanpur. Our cloud and distributed HPC track was led by Professor Rajkumar Buya from University of Melbourne in Australia and Professor Satish Puri from the University of Missouri University of Science and Technology. And our multidisciplinary track was led by Dr. Jeff Hammond from NVIDIA in Finland and Professor Lakshmikant Sanjay Kale from University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. Performance track led by Professor Felix Wolf from TU Darmstadt in Germany and Dr. Swaroop Pofare from Oak Ridge National Labs and their committee. Programming environments was led by Professor D.K. Panda from the Ohio State University and Dr. Anjani Priyadarshini from AWS India and their track. And quantum computing was led by Professor Anil Prabhakar from IIT Madras and Dr. Anastasia Butko from Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. I would like to thank the organizing committee without whom we could not do this and the organizing team. So let's give a round of applause to the organizing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your reflections and directional talk. Well, it's indeed a privilege and pleasure to note the arrival of Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinhaji, Additional Secretary and IT, Government of India and CEO of ISM. I would request our chief guest to please come over onto the stage. Please come over, sir. Hearty welcome to Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinhaji. I would request Shri Magesh to kindly felicitate him. Hearty welcome to you, sir. Thank you. Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we now turn to tradition and invoke its timeless wisdom through the lighting of the lamp, an enduring emblem of enlightenment, creativity, and the inexplorable human quest to dispel darkness with knowledge. In this radiant act, we reaffirm our collective commitment to illuminating India's technological horizon and kindling the spirit of innovation that guides our national journey. I would now request the dignitaries to kindly come forward, move to the left-hand side, and light the lamp. And in fact, this auspicious moment takes us through the first step towards the inauguration of the expo. Put your hands together for that. The Supercomputing India 2025 Tech Expo. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause and say that we are all with the Supercomputing India 2025 to lead India towards the path of glory and development. Thank you very much. Well, tremendous amount of vision that would guide us through the various paths. So I would now request Shri Sita Ramakrishna Nukula, the organizing chair of Supercomputing India 2025, for his remarks on this occasion.
First of all, Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to become an organized chair here. It's been very close to my heart working for the last 35 years in this industry that, look at the convergence of HPC and AI and now the quantum computing. I'm very glad to see that, CDAC and Ministry of IT has taken this initiative, very complex initiative of bringing in all these complex advanced computing technologies together into one organization, SCI 25 kind of a things. So first of all, I would like to thank MAHE, CDAC, and all the dignitaries who are sitting here on the dais for their contributions to bring this conference to this level. It's the first of its attempt in the world itself, though people talk about convergence and then heterogeneous and hybrid computing, but this is the one place that you are seeing from silicon to quantum to in between HPC and AI all come together in one place. This is really great initiative by CDAC and MAHE to bring it to this level. I'm very thankful that to see the audience here from every sector. It is not just an HPC or AI, which are the popular names in the country, but I'm seeing that from manufacturing to silicon to up to quantum computing, everybody is here. And the great thing is that 17% acceptance of the papers, which is a tremendous success in the last 3 months kind of a time that the program chair is given. And then it's a great achievement for this one. And I would like to see that, the tremendous response from the industry. So fast the industry has come up, and then so many, we will see the exhibits here. And all this thing been achieved with the kind of rigorous effort from the CDAC and its associates here. So looking at all these things, wish a great success in future for the convergence of HPC, AI, and quantum computing. Today, it's these 3 areas we are looking at. We do not know. Tomorrow, biocomputing might come, something else might come. But convergence, hybrid, or heterogeneous is the world. And like Professor Sahasrabuddhe said, you need to be a continuous learner in the life. So without that, there is no escape for all of us to progress further. So for societal benefit, we need to be a continuous learners. What computing going to come? What's in future listed for us, we do not know. But a continuous learning is the most important thing Professor Sahasrabuddhe brought up. And that's the only way that we can progress. Thank you very much. As a general chair, I expect all of you to enjoy and then share the feedback to the organizers here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for those remarks. We also have on stage Dr. Sunil Kumar Vupula, the chair, IEEE Computer Society Bengaluru chapter. I would request Dr. Sunil for his expressions on the moment.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, it's my pleasure to represent IEEE Computer Society. And this is one of the biggest events for us at this scale. And I'm just checking the number. There are more than 7,000 registrations so far, and it is counting. So we are happy to be part of this event as a technical co-sponsor. And thanks for all the effort. I still remember 2 months ago, we had a curtain raiser event in Bangalore. Then there's actually a starting point, but the event started much before, 6 to 7 months in advance. And the hard work paid by the CDAC team and a lot of ministries, along with the IEEE team, and it is clearly visible to see the grand success. And the event is going at this scale. So congratulations to all the organizing team members, and it's my pleasure to be part of this. And one more thing I want to mention, more than 170 startups, and you have seen a lot of sponsors and then plenary and keynotes. More than that, we do have 170 startups participating in this. So this is the convergence of 3 main topics, as you see, in terms of high-performance computing, AI, and quantum. These are the deep tech technologies. And I request all the participants to get the best of the talks, what you are listening to, and food for thought in terms of what you can take back and then collaborate and take it forward. One last thing I want to say, as our Professor Anil was mentioning, I was talking offline also with him, we all encouraging the ethical research point of it, right? We are seeing a lot of unethical practices. It's our duty to make sure to do the ethical practices, and then I'm sure all of you take back these few points and then continue and excel the research. And we are happy to be part of this Supercomputing India first edition. I'm sure we can collaborate further for the future editions as well. Thank you very much, and once again, hearty welcome to all of you, and enjoy the conference.
Positive words from you, sir. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I would request Shri Sudeep Srivastava, Joint Secretary, E&IT Government of India, our guest of honor address. Shri Sudeep.
Good morning, everybody. Shri Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman NAAC, Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinha, my senior colleague and Additional Secretary, MIT, and CEO of ISM, Shri Shrikant Chandrasekharan, Country Head, Global IEEE India, Shri Magesh, DG CDAC, dignitaries on dais, the present dignitaries in the auditorium, the members of CDAC community, faculty of MIT, participants in these events, and my dear students. It's indeed a pleasure to be at Supercomputing India 2025, a first of its kind event that is being conducted. Here there will be innovators, leaders, researchers who will chart the future course of high performance computing and its convergence with AI and quantum technology. I would begin with a quote from Alan Kay, a famous computer scientist. The best way to predict future is to invent it. So these days technologies are going to do this thing. And India has been leapfrogging in technology. We all know the fate that we suffered when industrial revolution bypassed us in the 18th century. We also were left behind because of various colonial reasons in the 19th century and the early half of the 20th century. But now this is new India, which is confident, which is moving forward. And the thrust that the government of India is giving currently is to three main factors. One is Viksit Bharat, then there is Atmanirbhar Bharat, and in context of electronics and IT, it is the digital sovereignty. So when we talk of Viksit Bharat, in Viksit Bharat, there can be various components. And there are 9 core areas I was told that are being covered in this conference. And they are covered in this Viksit Bharat vision also. So one of them is the National Supercomputing Mission. The phase 1 of this mission is going to complete in this financial year. The intent is to make 90 petaflops of capacity for compute, high processing compute. And then there will be a mission, version 2, that will be rolled out, that will go for the exascale capacities. Then, apart from the National Supercomputing Mission, the next key thing is the National Quantum Mission. Quantum computing is the future. So Quantum Mission has got 4 key pillars. One is compute, then there is communication, then there is sensing, and then there is materials. So this is basically driven by Department of Science and Technology, but MIT is also very much a part of this. And we look forward to industry and academics to be actively associated in this mission. Then we have got India AI mission, one of the key components that will drive India for its Viksit Bharat in 2047. Now, India AI mission was launched and it has got 7 main pillars. One is the compute capacity, which intend to provide compute as an affordable facility to all those who want to use it for innovation and other purposes. Second pillar is the India Innovate capacity, where we are having our indigenous LLM models. Third is having our own data sets in our AI Kosh. Fourth is your AI applications that we'll be developing. Fifth one is the skilling capacity. Sixth is the startup financing. And seventh is safe and reliable AI. So with national supercomputing, national quantum, and India AI, we intend to leapfrog and be among the developed countries of the world that write their own destinies. Then the second key focus area is Atmanirbhar. So for that, there are various schemes that have been launched for various components, I will say. There are schemes like PLI, there are schemes like DLI, there are various supports that are being offered. And through all those, it is intended that ultimately India will not be dependent on anyone when it comes to the supply chain of the emerging technologies in the critical sector. As far as the digital security sovereignty is concerned, it is very vital. So in that direction, CDAC has already made its microprocessor, that is Vega. It is expected that we will have our own operating system and our own database, which will be very critical for ensuring digital sovereignty. We all saw what happened with one of the agencies when Windows blocked their server after some sanctions for procurement of petroleum from Russia. So we should avoid such situations, and so digital sovereignty is also very critical. So these are the three focus areas on which India is working, and Government of India is facilitating movement in this direction. Professor Anil Saraswabudre talked about the relationship that is required between the industry partners and the academic institute. That is very vital. So industry, academic institute, and the government all should direct their synergies for achieving the three main areas that I focused. And especially in field of research and development, we all know technology readiness level going from 1 to 9. But the three factors are research, development, and deployment. So it is the academic institution that will primarily lead the research part with the support of the government. The development part needs to be done by agencies like CDAC. And then the deployment, it is the industry partner that has to play the predominant role. So this ecosystem is being created and government is facilitating it. So once we have that, then India will become a hub of R&D research. That is very vital for days to come. I will not take much of your time. To the students here, I will say the future awaits you and the government is willing to facilitate it. I once again congratulate all the organizers of this event that they are conducting such a vital event for the first time in Indian context. I wish them all the best. Thank you very much.
The fraternity need not worry about the support of the government. The government is with you. You do your job and the government is there to take care. Great words of inspiration. Let's give a round of applause and thank Shri Sudip Srivastava. Thank you, sir. It's my honor now to invite our chief guest, Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinha, Additional Secretary, E&IT Government of India and CEO of India Semiconductor Mission, to deliver his address. Devi और सज्जनों स्वागत कीजिए श्री सिन्हा जी.
Good afternoon, friends. Professor Anil Saraswabudre, sir, Sudip Srivastava ji, my JS, DG Mangesh ji, all dignitaries on the dais. I am very happy to see this kind of organization, this kind of function happening in this MIT premises. So first of all, I will thank MIT Institute organizers and administration who has allowed their campus facility to be used for this conference. That's a big help for organizing such kind of difficult organization. Friends, this is the first such event which is happening for supercomputing. And traditionally it happens in USA, Germany, in Asia also. And now India has also started this supercomputing India conference. Hopefully, we will organize this in a big way in future, because this is the first time, and first time success is overwhelming in comparison of any event which happens first time like this. I remember when we did Semicon India first time in 2022, in Bangalore also it was started. And from that time, now it has grown leaps and bounds, and we just concluded the 4th edition of Semicon India in September 2025. And I'm seeing the same kind of hope with this kind of Supercomputing India conference. This is the first edition, and it will also grow leaps and bounds in the future. I'm very happy to note that 20 countries, they have participated. More than 1,700 different organizations are there, 175 exhibitions are there, more than 7,000 participants are here. So all these figures gives us a confidence, and I want to congratulate the organizers who has managed this well and attracted this kind of audience. So I'm thankful to entire CDAC team also. In India, as my JS Sudeep Srivastava ji, my colleague, said, this is about digital sovereignty in which Government of India is constantly working. So the journey has started with the electronics manufacturing. And we all know that in last 10 years, the production has increased 6 times, and exports, electronic exports increased 8 times. Similarly, mobile is also increasing, and almost 28 times mobile production has increased, and export increased by 127 times. So these figures tell us that electronics manufacturing is increasing. It started with the assembly, and now we are going deep down the line for value addition also. In that journey, recently government has also announced a electronic component manufacturing scheme. So that it is further deepening down the value chain. Parallelly, India's Semiconductor India program is also being implemented by India Semiconductor Mission. And we have, this is the 4th year of implementation, and we have approved 10 projects. And out of that, fabrication, packaging, and advanced packaging compound semiconductor facilities are also coming. These facilities are very important because if we are going to indigenize the entire stack, then we must have capability in all segments. So right now, in high power computing, CDAC has developed a lot. CDAC has developed the board, which is required. CDAC has developed the complete server. The interconnect Trinetra developed by CDAC team. And then we have also developed the cooling system. So liquid cooling is also indigenously developed. So these things are already done, and now we are further going for the deepening of the value chain in HPC also. Right now, we have taken help from Intel and AMD for Rudra 1, Rudra 2, and Rudra 3 servers. And 90 petaflop is the target. Already we have deployed 40 petaflop. This program is going to end on 31st March 2026. And all the deliverables which were there, it has been achieved. So there was also a target for R&D to achieve exascale of high power computing servers. So that will be coming in NSM 2.0. R&D has been done, roadmap has been created, and now we are trying to develop exascale servers also. So the GPU, CPU, AI accelerator, all these things will be done. And in this process, we are taking help of all the stakeholders. This program is NSM 1.0 was implemented by MAHE, and nodal agencies were CDAC and IC Bangalore. So with the help of these two agencies, a lot of development have already been done. And I'm very hopeful that it will achieve the target as we have decided. So by 2030, we will develop the complete system, and by 2032, the manufacturing and the product will also come out in the market. So this kind of target we are keeping for ourselves. As my friend Sudeep already mentioned, apart from electronics manufacturing, deepening of value chain, semiconductor mission, there are two parallel activities going on about artificial intelligence and then quantum related solutions. So if you are going for any kind of very high value servers or very high capacity servers, then everything has to be integrated in that. So parallelly, movement is taking place, and as mentioned, we have now collected a lot of GPU powers, and more than 38,000 GPUs government has provided to the research community, to the students, to academia, to R&D organizations. So compute power is now available at a reasonable price to all the users of that. Similarly, in semiconductor, a lot of focus is on design. So many startups and companies are also doing chips for AI also, for high power computing also. So MOS chip is also one kind of such kind of DLA applicant who is also involved in this HPC process. So together with AI, quantum, semiconductor chips design, fabrication and packaging, and other supportive ecosystem that have already been developed, a complete stack is quite possible. Right now in HPC, we have achieved 50% of indigenous content. It will increase more than 70%, and then further we will try to see that what other things are left. So I'm very happy that this conference has been organized, and I believe that when the next time it will be done, it will be a much larger scale also. And I'm very excited to see the students, the research community, academia, industry people here. This is a journey where collaboration from all sides is required. Unless it will happen, we will not be able to achieve any world-class solutions. I would also like to thank all the dignitaries and academic body, institutions, organizations, those who have come from outside different countries, more than 20 countries, and participating in this event. So I'm thankful to that, and we are keen to collaborate. This is a platform where a lot of collaboration will happen. We have seen in Semicon India program where all ecosystem players, starting from the design companies to fabrication to packaging to ecosystem players like chemical, gases, material, equipment manufacturer, all such kind of people assemble and try to have business collaboration, research collaboration, and other kind of collaboration amongst them. Similarly, I'm also hoping that in this Supercomputing India conference, a lot of collaboration will happen, and we will also be able to see, learn from the developments which have happened in outside country, and we will try to collaborate with them. And if something is done in India which is helpful to them also, we will not hesitate to also share all those technology and have collaboration. Because India believes in developing public goods infrastructure, and we consider all these developments as a part of humanity, which can help the larger goods of the world and the country also. So I'm very hopeful that many meaningful research and collaboration will happen in this conference. I once again thank all the organizers for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Indeed, words of great support in strengthening our national digital ecosystem. Let's all once again thank Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinha. Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to another significant segment of today's proceedings and formal announcements and MOU exchanges, marking new partnerships, new commitments, and new aspirations for India's supercomputing ecosystem. These collaborations serve as the crucial building blocks as we collectively accelerate research, innovation, and global competitiveness. We request the dignitaries and representatives of the participating institutions to be ready for the exchanges. We have 2 MOUs, 1 collaboration agreement, 2 announcements, 2 product launches, and letter of intent. First of all, it's the MOU between CDAC and IdeaForge Technology Limited. From CDAC, I would request Shri Magesh, the DG, and also Dr. S.D. Sudarshan, Executive Director, CDAC Bengaluru, Mr. Shamjit KV, Scientist F, Shri Kaushik Nanda, Scientist D, CDAC Bengaluru, and from IdeaForge Technology Limited, we have Shri Ankit Mehta, CEO and Director, IdeaForge Technology Limited, Shri Ezilen Nanmaran, Products Management Head, IdeaForge Technology Limited, and Ms. Kruti Armanamada, IdeaForge Technology Limited. I would request you to kindly come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this collaboration will focus on jointly exploring advanced drone-based technologies, including emergency response applications and indigenous flight control systems using the Vega chip, autonomous swarm capabilities, leveraging AI and Vega-based SoC development. CDAC and IdeaForge, a round of applause for this important moment. Thank you very much. The next MOU is between CDAC and Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR, and Indian Institute of Rice Research, ICAR, IIRR. And for this, I would also request Dr. Janaki Chintalapati, Scientist F and Group Head of Strategic and Special Projects, CDAC Bengaluru, to join Sri Magesh and Dr. Sudarshan. And from ICAR, we have Dr. B. Shailaja, Principal Scientist, ICAR, Indian Institute of Rice Research. This collaboration is to establish a strategic collaboration for development and implementation of robust data management systems for agricultural research, facilitating efficient storage, retrieval, and analysis of agricultural data, jointly investigate opportunities for developing computational models and simulations to optimize agricultural practices, crop yield production, and resource utilization. Congratulations. Next is the collaboration agreement between CDAC and MAHE Dynamics Private Limited. I would also request Sri Navin Kumar, MAHE Scientist E, Additional Secretary of MAHE, to please come over. Mr. Magesh, Dr. Sudarshan is already there. I would also again request Mr. Shamjit KV, Scientist F, Sri Kaushik Nanda, Scientist D, and Dr. V. Karthika, Scientist E of CDAC Bengaluru. And from MAHE Dynamics, Sri Mohendra Pati, Director, MAHE Dynamics Private Limited, Shri V. Nageshwara Rao, General Manager, MAHE Dynamics Private Limited. Round of applause for this collaboration, focusing on joint R&D to develop advanced metering infrastructure, AMI technology. As part of this effort, both will jointly design and develop single-phase and three-phase smart meters and the meter data management system, ensuring smooth data collection, processing, and integration within the AMI ecosystem. Congratulations once again. We also have an announcement for Quantrol OX and CDAC India announced strategic partnership for the world's first full-stack quantum training program powered by Quantum Edge and Universe. We already have Mr. Magesh and SD Sudarshan. I would request Dr. Asvija, Scientist F, Mission Director for Quantum CDAC, Shri Henry Sukumar, Scientist F, Head Quantum Technology Group CDAC Bengaluru, and from Quantrol OX, Mr. Jonathan Dexter, Senior Applied Researcher, Quantrol OX, Oxford, UK, Mr. Siddharth Singh, Senior Applied Researcher from Delft, Netherlands, Mr. Anton Vladika, Senior Application Software Engineer, Quantrol OX, Espoo, Finland. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for this important announcement. The leader in measurement and automation software for quantum engineering and CDAC enter into a strategic partnership for the launch of Quantum Edge Academy with the Qniverse platform. The groundbreaking joint offering will deliver a seamless program that integrates learning how to develop quantum algorithms with learning how to build a quantum computer with superconducting quantum hardware. Congratulations and thank you very much. We have another important announcement. Qniverse crosses 10,000 users, a new milestone in quantum adoption. The platform offers a unified environment for quantum algorithm development, simulation, and real QPU execution supporting full-stack, hybrid, classical, quantum workflows. This is a very important announcement which goes to say that crossing 10,000 users, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the significant milestone. In quantum adoption, the platform continues to accelerate the uptake of quantum technologies across research, industry, and international missions. We now move on to the product launch. Tiny ML IoT Tejas 3.2. Please come over. From CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, Shri Rajesh KR, Scientist G and Group Head Strategic Electronics Group, CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, Shri Shibu RM, Scientist G, CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, Shri CBC Joseph, Scientist F, CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, Shri Prem Krishnan N, Scientist E, CDAC Thiruvananthapuram, and from Amrit Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Dr. Prabhakar Krishnan, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Indigenously developed hardware platform based on CDAC's Vega Maiden deployment of TinyML on Tejas 32 supports 4G, Wi-Fi, BLE, Ethernet, sensor fusion, and nobody's clapping. And crystallographic module. AIoT applications in resource-constrained environments. A great step indeed. Congratulations for the product launch. We now move on to the next product launch involving CDAC and AHISA Digital Innovations Private Limited. I would request Mr. Krishna Kumar Rao, Senior Director of CDAC Trivandrum, to join the dignitaries on stage. From AHISA Digital Innovations Private Limited, we have Mr. Sridharan Mani, Director and CEO of AHISA Digital Innovations Private Limited. AHISA with trademark seal is a smart electronic lock designed to provide touchless, hygienic, and secure access through encrypted Bluetooth authentication. Great innovation there. Users can unlock doors using their smartphones without touching keypads, handles, or buttons, reducing exposure to frequently touched surfaces and improving personal safety. Powered by CDAC Vega 32-bit processor-based Tejas 32 SoC ASIC, seal ensures trusted operation through secure boot, encrypted firmware, and authenticated communication protocols. Let's hear it once again for this innovative product. Thank you very much, Mr. Sridharan Mani, Director and CEO of AHISA Digital Innovations. We now move on to the letter of intent between HCL Technologies and CDAC, intent into strategic partnership. I would like to call upon from HCL, Shri Rahul MR, Account Director, India Business HCL, Shri Asif Mohammed, Solutions Head, Semi-Business HCL, Shri Neeraj Sharma, Senior Program Director, Semi-Business HCL. CDAC and HCL Technologies will collaborate on research, development, and training across key technology domains, including high-performance computing, quantum computing, DRV and strategic electronics, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and cyber forensics, healthcare technologies, as well as education and training. Congratulations for this letter of intent. We now move on to another letter of intent between Synopsys and CDAC, announcing strategic partnership for providing IP core support. I would request Sri Abhay Jacob, Scientist E from CDAC Bengaluru, to please come over and join in this on this occasion. From Synopsys, we have Shri Sudeep Shivalli, Senior Director, Shri Irfan Sheikh, Senior Sales Manager, and Shri Anant Singhal P, Sales Manager of Synopsys. Synopsys and CDAC are entering into agreement under which Synopsys will provide the IP cores and core support to CDAC. The agreement outlines the special pricing, commercial terms, and support conditions applicable to CDAC for accessing and utilizing these IP cores. Congratulations for this important moment. We now move on to the next letter of intent 3 between Osdia Software India Private Limited and CDAC, intent into strategic partnership. I would request Shri Mukesh M, Senior Application and QA Engineer of Osdia Software India Private Limited, to please come over and join the dignitaries for this occasion. Development training in various technology areas like high-performance computing, quantum computing, DRV and strategic electronics, artificial intelligence, electronic design, automation, EDA tools, education and training. They will also explore any other mutually agreed areas of cooperation. So please put your hands together for this letter of intent. The next letter of intent is from the Electronic City Industries Association, ELSIA, and CDAC, intent into strategic partnership. I would also request Dr. Mohammad Misbauddin, Trust Group Head of CDAC Bengaluru, to join in with the ELSIA team comprising of A. Vaidhyanathan, ELSIA EC member and President of ELSIA Cluster Founder at PAQs, Shivayogi Ballolli, GM of ELSIA Secretariat, Nandini B, Secretary ELSIA and Director at TESCOM, and Rama NS, Advisor at ELSIA. Put your hands together for this moment, leading into an industry collaboration to create IoT products, sensor-based products for large-scale industry adoption, access to HPC infrastructure and high-end skilling. Both organizations have committed to work together toward these shared goals with a vision to advance innovation for the greater good of humanity. So congratulations to this important letter of intent between LCR and CDAC. Thank you very much. We now move on to the next letter of intent between Banashri Renewable Energy System Private Limited and CDAC, intent into a strategic partnership. From Banashri Renewable Energy System, I would request Mr. Chandra Mohan, Director of Banashri Renewable Energy System, to kindly come over. They will collaborate through service level agreement to drive indigenous semiconductor innovation. This will lay the groundwork for impactful co-development, accelerated R&D outcomes and capabilities that strengthen India's position in advanced electronics and silicon design. So congratulations for this important moment. Thank you very much. We would like to thank all the dignitaries for doing the honors. Thank you very much. I would now request Dr. S.T. Sudarshan to kindly give away mementos to all the dignitaries. Shri Amitesh Kumar Sinha, Additional Secretary, Government of India, and our Chief Guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for this moment of... And also the DG and ED will together give a memento to them. To Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe, Chairman of Executive Committee NAC, our distinguished guest for today. Shri Sudeep Srivastava, Joint Secretary and IT Government of India, our guest of honor. Shri Shrikant Chandrasekharan, Country Head, Global IEEE India. Dr. Prashant Mishra, Industry Workshop Chair of Supercomputing India 2025. Professor Samir Shende, TPC Chair of SCI 2025. Shri Sita Ramakrishna Nukula, Organizing Chair of SCI 2025. And also to Dr. Sunil Kumar Vupula, Chair IEEE Computer Society, Bengaluru. Thank you, sir. I would request our Executive Director for the concluding remarks and vote of thanks. Please welcome Dr. Sudarshan.
So thank you for being patient, and thanks to the August gathering here on the dais with Chairman Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe, our ISM CEO and Additional Secretary Amitesh sir, Joint Secretary Sudeep ji, and our organizing team from the entire IEEE CDAC MIT. In fact, Quniverse, when it's announced, we should have requested Professor Apurva Patel on dais. He was the original architect of the quantum simulator that we did. He is very much here in the front row. But in the interest of time, just I want to announce only two things. First of all, after this, we'll be actually going forward. We'll formally be inaugurating the exhibition with 170 plus exhibitors. We thought we achieved some numbers, but we have been already given a next target. It should be scaled up big time by both Professor Anil Sahasrabuddhe and Amitesh Sinha Sirji. So our work has already started. Thanks for the KPI being set in advance, sir. It helps us to plan. The second thing is, I think for a country like India, specifically mentioned by our professor, that agility is extremely important while we collaborate. Because we have to solve the bottom line problem for scale out with the top-end approach. The best example could be one is, for example, weather forecasting we did in the past. HPC was used to solve common man problem. Our Covaxin was another example of molecular simulation, drug dynamics to solve problem of the common man. So it is time we look at the whole thing holistically, and whatever we do seems to be not enough, which is a good sign, but that means the technological progress will continue. So we'll use that as our motivation. Request all of you to utilize the sessions as well as the stalls for the next 2 days. And on 13th, just because we are there is a industry field visits are planned. Those who are not signed up, please sign up early. So with that, I'll thank all of you for being here. So before we proceed, maybe we'll, because yesterday we inaugurated the event, today we will launch the conference and the Tech Expo. We'll conclude here on the stage with our national anthem, and then we'll proceed to the conference, sorry, exhibition hall. Thank you. National anthem, please. Let us all rise.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you very much. Now the dignitaries will move over to the official opening of the Tech Expo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of you please note, there are sessions which are going to happen at AB4 and AB5 parallel session. All the participants are requested to attend on the first and fourth floor of the same building. On the first and fourth floor, the green blue jersey, if you see volunteers with green and blue jerseys, they are all there to help you to guide to which hall to go, AB4 and AB5. So have a great time, and namaskar, and thank you very much.